subcommittee. These are my opening comments on the amendment.
Is there discussion? Chair recognizes Representative Kurth.
The amendment doesn't address nearly the number of things that would need to be addressed in this particular bill. I'm concerned about several things about the actual bill, including that it is actually taking away local control that was just put into place with Senate File 496. Schools were able to set up a strategy to be able to allow students or parents to register their chosen names for their children, and schools complied with that. And now this particular bill will be taking that away. I'm concerned that this is actually a green flag for bullying. One particular part of the bill itself states that for purposes of this section, disciplinary action includes termination of employment or the contractual relationship, suspension from employment or the contractual relationship, demotion, expulsion, suspension, detention, and so on. You know, if we're taking away suspension, detention, etc., we're saying to kids, there's no problem with bullying. You're not going to be suspended. You're not going to suffer detention. In the subcommittee yesterday, we heard from a lot of youth who talked about bullying and how easy it is for that to occur. If a teacher, for instance, calls a student by a name that they do not prefer, other students then can become bullies and, you know, tease them with that particular name. I'm concerned that this is unnecessary. We also learned in subcommittee that there are no current disciplinary actions being looked at. I am recommending a no vote on both the amendment and on the bill.
Chair recognizes Representative Stade.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Would Representative Stone yield for a couple of questions?
Will the gentleman yield?
I will.
You're in order.
Thank you, Representative. In reference to this, not being able to have any action taken against a teacher or other in these cases, would that tend to encourage individuals to be able to say or use names that are in mockery or disrespect for a student?
I don't believe it would.
If they did, though, would this protect them from any kind of disciplinary action?
I'm not going to get into hypotheticals with you, Representative Stade, but I don't believe it would.
You don't believe it? Why is that? Why wouldn't it?
Why wouldn't what?
Well, why wouldn't, if they're able to be exempt from any kind of disciplinary measures, say what they want to students and the names that they want to call them?
Again, I'm not going to get into hypotheticals with you, a hypothetical situation.
Thank you, Representative. Has there been any incidences at all that there's a reason for a cause for this legislation? I hadn't ever heard of any problems with someone being disciplined.
To my knowledge, there have been. One was actually brought up in the subcommittee yesterday.
So one,
Yep, one in subcommittee.
and you heard of any others?
I have.
Can you tell us a little bit about that so we see how this addresses that?
So the one in subcommittee yesterday was the student was addressed the teacher with a ma'am. The teacher did not want to be identified as a man, and so he said, "Sir," and then he was reprimanded, brought to the front of the class, made to apologize to the entire class before they moved on.
So this is an individual incident. Was that handled locally?
I'm sure it was. It was, right?
All right. Well, thank you for your comments.
You're welcome.
I just don't think this is a necessary piece of legislation, and it does interfere with the local control in our schools.
Seeing no further discussion, the chair recognizes Representative Stone moves adoption of Amendment 2736. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, no. No. The The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it. The amendment is adopted. We are back on House File 2139 as amended. Is there further discussion? Chair recognizes Representative Cahill. Representative Cahill, grab a mic, or somebody hand her a mic. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, members of the committee. I am very concerned about the parts of this bill that, again, gives free rein, in my mind, to allowing continued bullying or continued poking of the bear if it's a child. If I, as a teacher, have a child and he wants to be called Jonathan, and on his records it may say something else, but maybe I had known this child as Jennifer the year before. If I continually call that child Jennifer, even though we passed Senate File 496 last year that says parents have the choice, if we come in and parents say, I agree with my child, I put on his records that he should be called Jonathan, but yet I, as a teacher, continue to call this person Jennifer, I am willfully going against the family's orders. I am willfully going and standing against what that family chose to do for their child. This concerns me that we are moving beyond our scope of what we should be looking at on this committee. Again, last year we passed a parent's choice file, and this directly contradicts that. Thank you.
Chair recognizes Representative Steckman.
Would Representative Stone yield for another question?
Will the gentleman yield?
I will.
You're in order.
All right, the story you just told was about a student that called a teacher the wrong name,
That's correct.
but this bill is about
Yes.
the other way around, right?
It's both. Protects both students and teachers.
So the teacher should not have been reprimanded for that, would not be under this bill, and the student would not be. It would just, what would happen?
Say that again. Explain your scenario.
Well, you're saying under this bill they cannot be reprimanded, correct?
The student, in this case, seeing how as the student made the quote-unquote mistake, would not be reprimanded, correct?
With the teacher for calling the student out?
The teacher would be, because it would have, the student would have the protections, then yes, the teacher would be as well.
But in this bill, the teacher is protected if they do that same thing, call the student by a name that they don't want to be called
Correct.
by, no matter what they say. They're
As long
protected.
as it's their legal name or their name on their school record.
All right, thank you.
Seeing no further discussion, the chair recognizes Representative Stone for closing remarks on House File 2139 as amended.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, this bill is actually a very simple bill. If a student doesn't refer to another student by a name other than their legal name or name on their school record, then they can't be given detention or be suspended. Could you imagine suspending a kid, actually kicking them out of school for not calling another kid by a different name because they're not comfortable saying that name? This bill just gives that student the protection that that won't happen. If a teacher or staff member slips up and calls a student a different name or refuses to use a pronoun one time, and that kid goes home and tells their parents and the parents complain to the school, why should that teacher worry about having a written reprimand placed in their file or possibly being put on administrative leave while an investigation is being performed? Why do faculty and staff have to walk around the halls of their school in fear of some sort of reprisal? Well, I don't think they should. We heard a story in subcommittee about how a student referred to the teacher as ma'am, was corrected, and made to write an apology and present that apology in front of the class. Teachers and students and staff members shouldn't have to walk around the halls of their schools wondering if they don't use the correct name, then they will be called out and shamed, put in detention or suspended, given written reprimands that go in their files, suspended from employment, or even worse, fired from being a teacher. We need to protect our kids and protect our teachers. And with that, Mr. Chair, I move House File 2139.
Representative Stone moves House File 2139 as amended. Those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed will vote no. The clerk call the roll.
Representative Wheeler.
Aye.
Representative Johnson. Representative Steckman. Representative Bowden. Representative Bradley. Representative Buck. Representative Cahill? No. Representative Collins? Aye. Representative Ellert? No. Representative Fry? Aye. Representative Gelbach? Aye. Representative Gustav? Aye. Representative Holt? Aye. Representative Hora? Aye. Representative Ingalls? No. Representative Kurth? No. Representative Madison? No. Representative Mattson? No. Representative Moore? No. Representative Osmondson? Aye. Representative Stade? No. Representative Stone? Aye. Representative Thompson?
With a vote of 13 in favor and 10 against, the bill will move forward as a committee bill. Chair recognizes Representative Bradley for opening remarks on House Study Bill 651.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you for giving me the most controversial bill this evening. House Study Bill 651 exempts dental screening from invasive physical examination prohibitions and written notice requirement like vision and hearing. This corrects an oversight that was on a bill from last year. And let me define dental screening. A dental screening is just a cursory look inside the oral cavity with a light and a mirror. That's it. That's the only thing that goes inside the oral cavity. It's a very simple bill. And with that, I'll take any questions.
Is there discussion? Chair recognizes Representative Kurth.
Representative Bradley, that means you're not going to go in there with a drill, right? This is a great bill. I think it was an oversight. It needed to be added. It was a short and sweet subcommittee.
Representative Kurth, don't get Doc Bradley all excited over here. Seeing no further discussion, Chair recognizes Representative Bradley for closing remarks on House Study Bill 651. Representative Bradley moves House Study Bill 651. Clerk call the roll.
Representative Wheeler?
Aye.
Representative Johnson? Aye. Representative Steckman? Aye. Representative Bowden? Aye. Representative Bradley? Aye. Representative Buck? Aye. Representative Cahill? Aye. Representative Collins? Aye. Representative Ellert? Aye. Representative Fry? Aye. Representative Gelbach? Aye. Representative Gustav? Aye. Representative Holt? Aye. Representative Hora? Aye. Representative Ingalls? Aye. Representative Kurth? Aye. Representative Madison? Aye. Representative Mattson? Aye. Representative Moore? Aye. Representative Osmondson? Aye. Representative Stade? Representative Stone? Aye. Representative Thompson? Aye.
With a unanimous vote, the bill moves forward as a committee bill. Chair recognizes Representative Osmondson for opening remarks on House File 2030.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is, yes, House File 2030 establishes the Advanced Dyslexia Specialist Endorsement Program to provide grants to teachers to offset the cost associated with obtaining an Advanced Dyslexia Specialist endorsement. The bill appropriates $335,000, providing for 25 grants annually. We did talk about possibly adding an amendment in committee, but as I reread the bill, both things that we talked about are in the bill. Those are my opening comments.
Is there discussion? Chair recognizes Representative Stade.
Thank you. I want to encourage everyone to vote for this legislation. This is a critical need, getting the dyslexia specialist. There hasn't been any funding to do that, and it will certainly help our students in the reading program throughout the state. So please vote yes.
Chair recognizes Representative Steckman.
This is a great bill. This is the kind of bills we should be doing in education. I really appreciate it. I would love to see it go beyond 1 year, though. Maybe we could do that next year, continue it. Thank you.
Seeing no further discussion, the Chair recognizes Representative Osmondson for closing remarks on House File 2030.
Thank you. I appreciate the comments, and I just move Bill House File 2030.
Representative Osmondson moves House File 2030. Clerk call the roll.
Representative Wheeler?
Aye.
Representative Johnson? Aye. Representative Steckman? Aye. Representative Bowden? Aye. Representative Bradley? Aye. Representative Buck? Aye. Representative Cahill? Aye. Representative Collins? Aye. Representative Ellert? Aye. Representative Fry? Aye. Representative Gelbach? Aye. Representative Gustav? Aye. Representative Holt? Aye. Representative Hora? Aye. Representative Ingalls? Aye. Representative Kurth? Aye. Representative Madison? Aye. Representative Mattson? Aye. Representative Moore? Aye. Representative Osmondson? Aye. Representative Stade? Aye. Representative Stone? Aye. Representative Thompson? Aye.
With the unanimous vote, the bill moves to the Appropriations Committee. And last but not least, House Study Bill 649. Chair recognizes Representative Hora for opening remarks on House Study Bill 649.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Study Bill 649 is a bill that defines the terms of sex: female, male, woman, girl, man, boy, mother, father, and that equal does not mean the same or identical. It deals with sex at birth on birth certificates and the issuance of a new birth certificate with both sexes on that once a sex change has been made. Mr. Chairman, there is an amendment.
There is an amendment. Chair recognizes Representative Hora for opening remarks on Amendment 2741.
The amendment just strikes out the portion that dealt with driver's licenses.
Is there discussion? Seeing no discussion, Chair recognizes Representative Hora for closing remarks on Amendment 2741.
I move the amendment.
Representative Hora moves Amendment 2741. Yep. Representative Steckman requests a division and a record. Clerk, call the roll.
Representative Wheeler.
Aye.
Representative Johnson. Representative Steckman. Representative Bowden. Representative Bradley. Representative Buck. Representative Cahill. Representative Collins. Representative Ellert. Representative Fry. Representative Gelbach. Representative Gustav. Representative Holt. Representative Hora. Representative Ingalls. Representative Kurth. Representative Madison. Representative Mattson. Representative Moore. Representative Osmondson. Representative Stade. Representative Stone. Representative Thompson.
With a vote of 15-8, the amendment is adopted. We are back on House Study Bill 649 as amended. Is there further discussion? Chair recognizes Representative Steckman.
I guess I'll start. We have lots of questions. Outside of enabling discrimination, this is what I mentioned at our subcommittee, what would the purpose of listing people that are transgender on their birth certificate? What? No, I'm just making a statement. I'm not going to do that right now. But I will ask Representative Hora to answer a question for me.
Will the lady yield?
Sure.
You're in order.
Okay, on line 15, it says, page 1, the term equal does not mean same or identical. First of all, that's unconstitutional, but second of all, what does equal mean if it does not mean same or identical? What does equal mean? Usually we give definitions to words.
Well, the following line, it says separate accommodations are not inherently unequal.
So what does equal mean?
Equal would mean, I would assume that equal would mean, I don't know exactly in this context, I would assume that they would have similar accommodations, meaning, you know, if you wanted to use the female bathroom, you may not be able to use the female bathroom, but you can use a bathroom that's just as similar to that.
Well, this first does not mean same, equal does not mean same or identical. We talked to an attorney and they said that's even worse than the one that was declared unconstitutional, this definition. So I just wondered what you meant by equal. And then I had another question for you quickly on page 3, line 19. Why did they take out sex change?
Page 3.
Line 19. Because it says sex change, they cross that out, shall not be subject to inspection except under order of the court. So that would make me understand that sex change could be under inspection without a court order.
I believe that this would have to do with the verification from a surgeon, would say, you know, that the work had been done, that the surgery had been done. I'm not sure why they took out the sex change portion.
All right. I guess I'll wait if other people have comments, and then I'll come back.
Chair recognizes Representative Buck. If you want to speak, throw your hand up so I can't miss you. All right, thank you. Good job, Representative Cahill.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I had a question about the bill.
Asking her to yield.
Yes.
Will
what
the lady
section?
yield?
Yes.
You in
Thank
order.
you. Okay. So my question deals with lines 26 through 33. On page 1, and it's just a clarifying question. It's talking about putting people in prisons or other detention facilities, domestic violence shelters, et cetera. My specific question dealt with prison or detention facilities. If I guess my question is geared towards whose safety are we worried about? If there is someone who's transitioned to being a woman, but their birth certificate says they're a man, are they going to be incarcerated with other men? Are we going to be worried about that person's safety, or are we worried about the safety of the population of men? I didn't understand through this bill whose safety we're worried about, and are we going to be protecting individuals who have transitioned when they're detained in facilities?
Hopefully, we're worried about everybody's safety, correct? But let's see, tell me again where you're at.
Well, really, it starts on page 26, line 26 of page 1, goes down, the line 33 specifically talks about the health, safety, and privacy of the persons in these contexts. Are we talking about all persons involved, including the person who's transitioned? I guess what I'm asking is there a chance through this bill that a man who's transitioned to a woman could end up detained in a men's facility? I would find that concerning.
I think that's probably what they're hoping to prevent.
Okay.
You know.
Chair recognizes Representative Cahill.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I have some concerns, especially on page 1 of this bill. I do believe that some of the definitions that we have there have gone through the American law system all the way to the Supreme Court, and we have judged that equal needs to be the same and identical, that separate accommodations need to be equal. So I'm very concerned that we are trying to either rewrite law or put something in place that we're going to have to go back and someone will file a lawsuit. The taxpayers pay for that as we struggle to determine things that should be protected under our current laws. The section on page 1 that on line 17, it states a person born with a medically verifiable diagnosis or disorder or difference of sex development shall be provided the legal protections and accommodations afforded under the Federal Americans with Disability Act of 1990 and applicable state law. And that is great, because they should. But I am also very worried about those people who have transitioned, but they didn't have a diagnosis of a disorder or a difference, and suddenly they're no longer protected by our acts that protect people and protect all of those in our society. The following statement does say that, any state law, policy, or program that prohibits discrimination on the basis of sex shall be construed to forbid unfair treatment of females or males in relation to similarly situated members of the opposite sex. To me, it seems we are not protecting our transgendered. We are not protecting those who view themselves differently. We are going with a status quo. We are penalizing them. We are putting them in danger, as Representative Buck talked about in the following paragraphs there. So again, I am very concerned about the language that we're using. It seems to me we're trying to rewrite U.S. Supreme Court code, and I am against this bill and will stand strongly against it. Thank you.
Chair recognizes Representative Stade.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. After hearing some of the questions and the explanations, not clear at all as to who this protects, who it doesn't, and what's happening here. I don't think the bill then is well written enough. We can't make assumptions, and I ask that the body vote no.
Chair recognizes Representative Mattson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Would Representative Hori yield to a question?
Will the lady yield?
Thank you.
You're in order.
I am looking at page 3, starting on line 4 and talking about the birth certificate and having requiring both a designation of the sex of the person at birth and what they have transitioned to. And I'd be curious to hear what value having that information, or what value does that provide to the state of Iowa?
Because it is a government document, then you should not be able to change the government document as it is when you were born. And so it's valuable to the state of Iowa because that is what your sex is.
But what having that information, that a person was one gender, like listed as one gender, and then and then transitions to another gender and gets a new birth certificate with that new information, why does having both pieces of information, like what is that value does that provide to the state to have that information on a birth certificate?
Well, I believe that they use it for statistical and administrative purposes.
That's the value that it would provide to the state? Okay. I will continue to give that some thought.
Seeing Representative Steckman.
All right, I just want to add a few things. I had a lot of questions at the subcommittee that we ran out of time. We only had a half an hour, but I feel like this bill is feeding on a fear of the unknown, and we're targeting a certain population with a national model legislation, a piece of national, it's model legislation. It's not from Iowa. And the governor may have presented it, but it's out there nationally. So, Iowa used to be a leader in education. We used to follow. We used to set the pace. We didn't take national legislation and go out and bully other people. So I think we're just feeding on this fear, and I'll say what I said this morning. I'm appalled that the governor would put this discriminatory piece of legislation forward, targeting 0.29% of our population in Iowa. Shouldn't we be working on something more important for education, like dyslexia, like the health screening, things like that we really need to be working on? Thank you.
Seeing no further discussion, the chair recognizes Representative Hora for closing remarks on House Study Bill 649 as amended.
I would like to thank Representative Bowden and Representative Steckman for serving on this subcommittee with me. I feel like the bill is pretty straightforward, and with that, I move the bill.
Representative Hora moves House Study Bill 649 as amended. The clerk call the roll.
Representative Wheeler?
Aye.
Representative Johnson? Aye. Representative Steckman? No. Representative Bowden? Aye. Representative Bradley? Aye. Representative Buck? No. Representative Cahill? No. Representative Collins? Aye. Representative Ellert? No. Representative Fry? Aye. Representative Gelbach? Aye. Representative Gustav? Aye. Representative Holt? Aye. Representative Hora? Aye. Representative Ingalls? Aye. Representative Kurth? No. Representative Madison? No. Representative Mattson? No. Representative Moore? Aye. Representative Osmondson? Aye. Representative Stade?
No.
Representative Stone?
Aye.
Representative Thompson?
With a vote of 15 in favor and 8 against, the bill will move floor as a committee bill. Is there any further business to come before the committee? Representative Steckman, you and I will have a conversation later about the public hearing. Seeing none, Representative Buck moves we adjourn.